Richard Clark is a classic brawler who mixes power moves with a no-nonsense smash mouth style. He'll look to slow PCO down with raw physicality and high-impact offense. I don't expect a technical catch-as-catch-can match here. More of a crush-as-crush will.
We've already got some Plunder on the outside here. I mean, that does not bode well for Michael Allen Richard Clark. Frankenstein, PCO!
A sudden chill has come over. A sudden chill has come over St. Clair College in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. PCO, Perfect Creation 1.
Whoa.
Oh my, and Clark wastes little time in getting the street fight started, and again, this is not going to be a technical classic. It's going to be a car crash from the opening bell. Expect the fight to spill outside the ring, which it already has, into the crowd, and maybe even onto the streets of Windsor, Ontario.
Well, as long as they stay away from the commentator's table here.
Oh,
whoa.
wow.
And Michael Allen Richard Clark jumping PCO in the opening seconds of this street fight. And I don't want to agree with Michael Allen Richard Clark, but that seems like a pretty good strategy to me to try to take down PCO.
There are no rules in a street fight, which means Clark may have been not more than he can chew, because this is not going to be pretty, and that certainly wasn't for Clark, as PCO now in control and already looking for those. Where do they get those wonderful toys? As the Joker, played by the one and only Jack Nicholson, would say, as he looks for his toys of plunder. And man, it looks like PCO's bringing out the heavy artillery from the get-go.
That is one of the guardrails that we use to separate the ring.
Well, he's about to separate Clark from his senses with it.
Not pulling out, I see some metal cookie sheets there. Of course, you've got chairs and tables in the background. This already has gotten so chaotic.
Steely determination by PCO as he's looking to steal the show here tonight with the violent display in this street fight. And yes, PCO, the chairman of violence.
Well, now he's
building
something here.
Yeah, he's creating his own violent obstacle course here for Michael Allen Richard Clark. Oh, a pan. Oh, Clark wanting to make it a wrestling match still. Unloading it right. Oh, instead PCO said, you forgot this is a street fight.
I mean, Michael Allen Richard Clark, you're right about that. He's going to be more comfortable in a more traditional style match. And, whoa, I don't know if he's going to remember that he was in this street fight when this is all done.
They're thinking of all of the so-called, internet critics who have panned their past performances as they're taking it to each other right now in violent fashion. This is a street fight here at Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, a street fight on an event billed as Mayhem. Yeah, that's fitting.
And Michael Allen Richard Clark, he is in control with a headlock.
Oh, wait a minute. A street fight broke into a wrestling match here.
PCO charges in. Take a look at that guardrail. Well, take a look at this replay. And watch as the guardrail bends under the spine of PCO. Clark grabbing onto the ring steps.
He's not human. He's the French-Canadian Frankenstein, PCO, and Michael Allen Richard Clark. He's definitely the kendo stick.
I can deal with these.
What's a street fight without the kendo sticks?
What else?
What else?
Got a chain as well and a trash can.
This ain't so bad.
Oh, cowbell. Hey, we could always use more cowbell.
I don't mind. I don't mind if we
Loading
get a little
all of
hardcore.
these weapons into the ring.
And it's obvious that he doesn't fear the Reaper in the form of PCO. Thank you.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, what was that?
He reached into the ring and something bit him?
Oh
No!
my God.
I don't think even Clark was expecting to see
A
this.
barbed wire wrapped a piece of 2x4, and wow, maybe it's too much for Clark.
Yeah. He says no.
I don't know about that.
He's not gonna have that tonight.
No,
Maybe
Oh, what is it? So is
no more of this
that
crap.
has awakened something.
he become a pacifist? He's become a pacifist all of a sudden. The push-up king has become a pacifist, but PCO, the P doesn't stand for pacifist.
PCO now righting that table. Back into position as Clark tries to recover. Oh, but from behind.
Well, this is the one time we do not need the professional wrestling's
We still have an appearance.
book of 1,000 holds for this match.
Holds.
1,000 broken bones, maybe.
Oh, got the trash can.
Took out the paper and the trash. Yakety yak.
Don't talk.
PCO, I mean, this is incredible that Michael Allen Richard Clark, now I think he's beginning to realize.
Yeah, I think he understands what's going on here.
These are supposed to be utilized. I'm not supposed to be cleaning up.
He might want to go back.
He wants to
he's
clean
got
his clock.
Look at the back of his head.
Oh, it's.
The back of his head just got split open with that chair.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah,
He's
this
been
is
lacerating
bad.
the back of his head.
Oh, there is blood on the table.
Oh my goodness.
And PCO sees blood in the water.
Wow, PCO, oh no, oh my God. And now Clark realizes he's been busted open. PCO, somersault, senton, and he missed the table.
He
PCO,
clipped
and
his
instead of
shoulder.
saying it, instead of quitting while he's ahead, you know the French-Canadian Frankenstein, this guy's not human.
Oh, Michael Allen, Richard Clark, he might have been better off if that table would have shattered because PCO's going back up.
Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling Mayhem!
I'm not going to repeat what they're saying, but you can hear it.
Repeat it. Holy shit!
That table just vaporized underneath Clark and PCO.
I mean, what else is your reaction, Veda, after seeing what we just witnessed? And look at Michael Allen Richard Clark, the push-up
covered in
king.
blood.
It's just a bloody mess, and honestly, there has to be concern. The cut in the back on that is, I mean, the matted blood on the back of his head, and it is a street fight. You couldn't expect anything less than this kind of violence.
I gotta
But I
say
wonder
this,
if Clark
yeah.
realizes what
Whoa.
exactly he signed up for. PCO! But instead gets hit with the garbage can!
Yeah, I gotta say, Mauro, going into this, I was maybe selling Michael Allen Richard Clark a little bit short. I admit
Well, he
it.
has the longest name, so you can't sell him short.
He's bleeding, he is battered, and look at this, he just turned this Street Fighter around.
And what about PCO? I mean, French-Canadian Frankenstein, it looks like he was created in a lab because no mere mortal should be doing what he's doing.
Now we got that trash can back in
no.
the ring. Uh-oh. PCO is trapped.
And now PCO's vision has been completely blinded. And it looks like with baseball season, let's play ball, batter up. Baseball season almost upon us. The Blue Jays, well, they need to come to terms with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And right now PCO has to come to terms with the fact he's getting crowned by the kendo stick.
Oh, and Mauro, I don't suppose you've ever been inside a trash can.
Oh,
when it's
I've been
getting
in a
hit.
trash can. I've been in a locker. I was that guy in high school. Don't worry about it.
The sound, the noise as it just reverberates through your brain as well. the pain, but look at,
Ask Oscar the Grouch about that. It's incredible what is happening here tonight.
Oh, PCO's gonna need to scram because look at Michael Clark. He's got blood all over me. He had blood on his palm and he wiped it off on his chest. This has just awakened to something new.
It's become, oh no, coast to coast?
No way. There's no way.
This is not a conspiracy theory, by the way. He's going coast to coast.
Oh, into the trash can. That's got to be it for PCO. Here we go. This is the end.
And the cover of the Street Fight, PCO kicks out.
Look at, there's a bloody handprint on the chest of Clark. He put it there himself. Got hands on that kendo stick. Once again, look at the blood matting the hair of Michael Allen Richard Clark, who now...
And the chance of this is awesome, more ubiquitous than an F-bomb and a pop song, and Michael Allen Richard Clark wanting to play the greatest hits of his career here as...
There's a slice out of his head. He's gonna...
He may not be human, but we know he is because he's bleeding.
Whoa.
And yet he resorts to push-ups. Wow. Okay. I wonder if he's maybe sniffing from his vat of overconfidence here as he goes for the cover. Oh, and only one count away from winning a street fight, and not too many people can say they beat PCO in a street fight. The street is his office. Oh,
no.
wow.
The
carnage, the
edges
chaos.
of that trash can are... look at PCO.
Oh, he's convulsing. This
Look
is
at
not
PCO.
good.
Oh, he's alive.
And that may mean that Clark is in trouble. Oh my God.
He just punched.
He just punched through the garbage can.
Now PCO takes it to Clark.
DDT by PCO and planted Clark like a cannabis plant in Canada. And man, PCO now looking for more Plunder. And he said, you know what? I'll take the barbed wire wrapped piece of 2x4. And he's about to take Clark to the woodshed.
Clark's got hands on another one of those trash cans.
Oh! Puncturing his midsection. Oh my God!
Barbed wire across the back.
Oh my Lord, that's not the kind of massage. That's the roller that Frank Shamrock uses a roller. That's not the kind of roller he'd uses, although maybe for my friends with back problems, that's exactly it. Michael Allen Richard Clark.
To the face with the barbed wire, and look at PCO.
Wired for pain. Listen to the crowd. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Oh man, I remember the Fantastics and the Sheepherders in a cage match where they used the cage like a cheese grater. That's exactly what PCO is using that barbed wire like to grate the forehead of Michael Allen Richard Clark so it resembles a Windsor legend like Abdullah the Butcher.
And now PCO, he's looking for something else. I don't think we have any forks underneath the ring. Maybe. PCO.
Don't fork with that. Oh my God.
Look at the blood is spilling.
It's on the forehead. It's on the back. I mean, the crimson mask is forming. And, oh, PCO's not finished. This is his playground, his personal playground. What kind of games are we going to play, PCO?
This appears to be his personal barbed wire board. It says PCO across it, and he came prepared.
How do you spell pain? P-C-O-M-G.
Clark covered in his own blood, and every time, Mauro, we see the back of his head, look at, there is a slice out of the scalp as PCO is just pacing around ringside looking for more plunder.
Yeah, it's PCO taking his pound of flesh literally.
What is this? I see more barbed wire.
Oh, wow.
Another PCO board.
Is another Canadian, Pamela Anderson, going to show up with all this barbed wire?
She is very against animal cruelty. I don't think she would approve of this.
Well said. Although, remember the movie? No laughing matter here for PCO and Michael Allen Richard Clark. This has been pure barbarism. We try to add some levity only to try to keep things in perspective, because honestly, this is getting uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Veda, it really is.
We aim to bring you a variety of fighting styles here at MLP, and that includes this brutal, hardcore style, but there are moments where it almost gets to be too much.
FMW in Japan, ECW here in America. There have been so many promotions, CCW, but this is MLP Wrestling. This is a street fight. Plenty of fights still left in Clark. Oh, but maybe no more. Maybe no more, as PCO just sent him to the floor with authority.
Again, the blood continues to spill out of the head of Clark as he crawls back up to his feet. And look
I'm
at
always
PCO.
for a blood drive, but I don't think this is what Clark had in mind. And a shout out to Clark the Goliath and family watching in Los Angeles, California, worldwide MLP Wrestling. First into the barbed wire board goes PCO.
PCO went through
And has
the
he been punctured? Has his body been punctured? Is he actually human too? Is there blood coming out of PCO?
As Clark struggles.
Are those wires? Are those wires?
He's going for the pinfall.
The cover by Clark.
And look at that. There is still barbed wire stuck in the flesh of PCO.
It takes a different kind of human being, and maybe not a human being, to do this. Oh my God!
Michael Allen Richard Clark collided full force with that table.
How much more carnage are we going to witness here tonight at St. Clair College in Windsor, Ontario, Canada? This is Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling Mayhem. This is a street fight. It is a bloody battle between PCO and Michael Allen Richard Clark, two blood and guts warriors willing to pull out all the stops in order for these fans in Windsor to get their money's worth.
And PCO just pulled out a sack from underneath
and
the
I
ring.
wonder what's in the sack. There won't be gifts like Santa has.
Oh, there are very few items that we tend to see in a bag like this.
A satchel. And it's time to go on the real attack here for PCO. A bed of attacks awaits Michael Allen Richard Clark. No, the
Goozle
choke
around
slam.
the choke. Yeah, here we go.
PCO hoisting him up. Oh, Clark kicking PCO. Taking out his left leg and now has a handful of tacks. No, come on. Oh, God. What the hell is going on?
This is too
am I seeing? I didn't sign up for this, Veda Scott. This is getting crazy. This is insane.
Into the face with a mouthful of tacks.
Well, not the kind that freshen your breath.
And if you wondered if Michael Allen Richard Clark could hang in an environment like this, he absolutely can. But keep in mind that PCO, he's not human. Look at the blood.
No way, no way.
Choke slam into the tacks.
Let's get gory like a Quentin Tarantino movie. Unbelievable brutality.
Oh no. The board.
Okay, for the love of God.
Clark's body is sandwiched
What
between
is
the canvas tacks, the boards, all of it.
This is ridiculous. What Michael Allen Richard Clark, I've never seen a man in that position in my life.